And we're live. All right, so we'll kick it off early today because we got a lot going on this morning. And we're going to talk up the things them and then go on about our business to enjoy the weekend. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. June O'Brien and Sharon Ingram Brickhouse, thank you for being the first two people here this morning. Beast Boy, big up yourself. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to the people going out to work, coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I give them a little extra motivation because it's rough to work two jobs or multiple jobs, but they're dedicated and they do it. So shout out to them, right? Just don't make it a long-term thing because you only have one body and there's only so much time you have in life. So have an end goal to that two job something there. Somebody says, so from here, yeah, shout to people where I work two job. Yeah, encourage the people them to kill themselves. Stop talk foolishness. I'm encouraging people who are working hard and who are motivated to stay motivated. We all don't get it the same way. Some people have to work three job, two job until them can work one job and these things. So big up to them people there. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Me never bother with the drivers this morning. Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery driver, garbage truck driver, train driver, public transportation bus driver, all the drivers out there on the road, long distance truck drivers, and those around town and food delivery, all these things. Big up on yourself. If you're out this morning, up and out to get it for yourself in an honest manner, then you already know, sir. I respect you for that, right? It's the freaking weekend, baby! Ha ha! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Somebody says, SouFlo, please give me a heads up before you do that. It's the freaking weekend. They come have you on at work. And next thing, this just big old blurt out noise. Me, I feel a rush from my phone and I try to turn it, turn it down. Wake up. It's the weekend and we made it. We made it through another week. Thank you for those who have been here for however long you've been here. We've made it through quite a few weeks together now. Yeah, life is good. I can't complain. With all the stress and pain and everything else that comes along with it, and the joy and the tears, life is good. All right, and I give thanks. All right, big up on yourself. Let me go through and big up this morning. Yo, y'all seen the story about the British resident that went to Jamaica to take care of some business and stuff, and now he will not be heading back to the UK because in fine style, gunman. Yo, before we go into all that, I didn't see that yesterday. Yeah, yeah. Me have a rough session with wifey and she bite off my tongue. And I'm thinking yesterday when I stick out my tongue and I was like, me brush my teeth and floss my teeth, them and brush my tongue and floss my teeth and so no white carpet now grow up on my tongue and these kind of things. And I didn't see it. But then when I was talking yesterday, I don't know if y'all go back and watch the video and we see. I was like this. I was like, what is that in my mouth? So after we're done, me go, after we're done now, me go look in the mirror. I was like, what the hell is in my mouth? So, so I show her yesterday. I was like, yo, you saw you do my tongue? And she was like, sorry. Why I saw a thing go here, sir? When thing get sweet, you don't know the rest of that go already. Biting and scratching and these kind of things go on. We're big people, we do big people things. So anyway, back to this. Sure. Bite it off. Yeah. Bite off my tongue. Big up. Yo. Bless up yourself, SouFlo. Always looking forward to listening to you. And Ellis, big up yourself. Real bite, my friend. I mean, you feel it enough. In the middle of activities, I felt it, and I was like, "Blood fire!" But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if y'all like me. I kind of have a high tolerance for pain, but not only that. If the pain is applied at the right time, it's kind of like exciting. That kind of something. So, now by the time if you choke you till you're dead. So and it's not gonna be like choke me harder. Because me go hard one time and done. You're not gonna ask me for choke. I joke me I make, but I joke me I make, but but yeah, there's this high tolerance for pain. So we did feel it, and it was a ow, holy shit. kind of moment, but I didn't. It was at the right time. After everything done, now me I say I want to my tongue. Me didn't know what, but I had to start morning thoughts, and then me there I talk. See, I did like that. Lip my lip, because I do quite often. I was like, this is in my mouth. And nobody now say nothing like, SouFLo, what in your mouth? Or something. But in the moment. Mm. So I got here, sir. Anyhow, we're going to talk about this UK resident that visited Jamaica recently. And he was gunned down yesterday. But we are going to go deep into the conversation. There are versions to the story, which I have right here from credible sources. But we're going to go into more talk about investing in Jamaica. Someone know run, fly, go down, they go fight people for property and all these kind of things. You haven't been there in quite some time. Crystal G said to show off. You haven't been there in quite some time. So I'm gonna give you some heads up. Okay, I'm there quite often. Somehow no flying after like how many years, nobody don't know you're on them part there. We're gonna talk about all that still. Okay, so and then there was a man that was caught that was beating a woman on camera yesterday. For those of you who not follow Andre, right? For those of you who follow Andre, you can go over to his Instagram and see the picture of the man. Shout out to these Jamaica media entities. Shout out to this one here. I don't really want to find the man. Nationwide 90. This is the picture that Nationwide 90 posted and said, please help us to find this man. Watch the picture. How we gonna find him? Well, are we walking around looking for a head top? All right. That man's face should be all over the place. The picture Andre posted though didn't really look like the picture of the person that I saw in the video. And now me can't see the video here. Disturbing. Lord, please. I can't even show you the video. She was left on the somebody stand up, and video this man beat down the woman, and I say nothing. No, listen. Jamaica is not that kind of place where you run in upon people fight. I tell people that all the time because people are like, yo, no work listing, or someone stand up and make people do them something there. It's two factors that go into this, my friend. Me see people are get beat already, especially woman. I see man running. A man either catch a stab or the same woman jump on the man back while the man who was beating her is thumping up this man from the front. Now I fight two people when he went over there to defend this woman. Like, you can't fight a woman, yo. A girl strength, you have come fight a man. See me up. Up here, get off my man. I left my man alone. And so people still tell people things. And another thing is, you don't know what that man is carrying. You might run over there. Yo, come on for the woman, man. And all it takes is pull out and squeeze. Bah! One alone you need, And your children are fatherless and your family is in mourning and them move on with them life. Them kind of something there. So people are very sketchy and careful. And he did it so fast that on that TV you can't say call police. Because you know how Jamaica police response time is. Shout out to the good squad of them as always, but you know how Jamaica's response time with law enforcement is. It's not like in the US. If I'm walking down the street in the US and I see a man beating a woman where I'm at in Florida, can't speak for someone in the state. Where I'm at in Florida, if I'm walking down the street and I see a man beating a woman like this, stop. She was laying flat on the ground, my friend. I'll be a foot, let's see. A man a stomp out her head side. And then him walk off and say, suck your mother and give her one kick in her head before him leave. She looked like she was also pregnant too, but me not get into that. Maybe she just chunky and laying sideways, the little belly just hanging. But me don't know, she looked pregnant to me. Anyhow, if I was to walk out and see this, believe me, if I say 911 and I say, hey, I'm on Bertram Street, there's a man out here beating a woman, he's stomping on her head, she's laying on the ground. Them not ask where, when, whatever. the operator will be talking to you while units are being dispatched, right? And they're so close anyways, then without woo 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 from all direction. Give a description. I just gotta stay there and say, hey, he's walking down the street, he's heading south. He just turned on Litcham and he has on an orange t-shirt. It's a black man about 6 feet tall, blah blah. Give a description. I guarantee you, so them pick him up, and not only that, some camera somewhere picked him up. That's not how it is in Jamaica. In Jamaica, it depends on where you're at, right? You can get killed trying to defend people, even just by saying something. Yo, dog, come off my woman, man. Hey, boy, stop about a gunshot. Bye. So that's the reason why people don't really run in. The video is disturbing. These videos are not allowed to be shown on YouTube. If you are partnered with YouTube like I am, and I show you this video, I could risk them striking the channel. And when them strike me, they will give me stuff like, we can't go live for 90 days. That's 3 months of no morning talks, no nothing. Can't go live. And them kind of something there. You do it twice, then I think it's 180 days. You do it 3 times, you don't have a channel anymore. And they could take it away on the second time you do it. So go to YouTube. Go to Instagram if you want to see the video. I think Andre has it over there. Delamar, Do It Done, have it over there as well. A couple of people have it if you really want to see it. But I'm watching it to see the individual face. I can't really see him face. Mm. She now answer neither, you know. The man that came to help her. The first thing the man asks her if I your boyfriend. A woman is being assaulted. At this point, we don't want to know if our boyfriend. At this point, we just want to get her some help. You know what I'm saying? Disturbing. Right. I can't show you them something there over here, so. But she's in distress. She's laying on the ground. Him lick her down and kick her up, all in her head and stuff like that. Don't know what she did to him. I'm not out here trying to get in the middle of people's business. Somehow the woman wicked, and me keep on telling her says not every man have the fortitude to hold it together and just walk away and take what you do to him. Me describe all the time many things that you can do to a man where we push a good sane man over the edge, you know. When you sneak man in him house, a man a brag out a road, how yo dog when me don't fuck her and I face base wash my dick, you know, and wipe off my wooden it towel where I hang up there. See them face towel where them use when man find out them something that me I come home from work hard and come wipe my face after me wash off my face and wipe my hand and my towel and say my hand clean now and me I go eat some food and know say a man wipe off him front and that and run through my back door when me I come through the front door and them something there. I'm just saying. Women be doing some stuff, and we can't just go around the thing and be like, oh, no, not that it justifies anything being done to them, because, you know, the cliche thing to say is just walk away or just leave. But woman out there do the same thing. Tabak man, we just got 2 guys dead in Jamaica the other day from woman stab them up. So woman has stab up man now too, and these things out of jealousy. The boy didn't want to fight her back. She thought the girl that was braiding his hair was a side chick. She stabbed him up, fling knife in him, chest him dead. Right now she's sorry. And these things, them cut up tire, them mash out car glass, them burn up house and bleach out clothes and all kind of something. So these dysfunctional relationships, there's many dynamics to them. I'm not trying to get into all the details of people's specific relationships, and some people are triggered. But these situations are not one paintbrush across the board. Every situation is different, right? Sometimes you see a man beat a woman, she never do nothing. It's just an angry man that is a psycho that likes beating women. Sometimes you see a man beat a woman, she did some grievous stuff, and he's one of the men that cannot control or take that level of disrespect. I know everybody are gonna deal with everything the same way, right? I told y'all also before and many times after, if you cite this kind of energy in your relationship, either run, or if you can't run now, plot your exit carefully and get the hell out ASAP. Right? That's my message to that. Me not in the beating thing, me not there to take no beating from nobody. I don't want nobody beat me. I'm not try beat nobody neither. I'm not trying to live that kind of life. There's no fun in it. Well, unless you know we in the middle of the something and you bite off my tongue or you tell me to choke you and them something that then I'm all into that. But other than that, if it's not a consensual thing, me no want it. And we're grown ass people. We shouldn't want that, and we shouldn't think that it's okay to kick up. So yeah, it's funny how relationships start. I keep saying this. Relationships start with you're looking at her like, oh, the woman look good. I want that, and yeah, I want it for myself. And then you go talk to her, and you're like, a man already know whether you just want to get a one rooks off it or but I want to deal with her, because a decent woman and girl and thing like that. And you're forward, we put your best foot forward and your best approach, and you're well mannered. And if she says she don't like something, you don't do it, and these kind of things, and vice versa. And then few years down the road, not even years, some people start take lick from like week one. People start take lick from like week one. I know everybody wait till years for take lick, and then they're like, oh my God, I don't even know how we got here. Enough people are take lick from week one and still stay in there. How long are they together now? 3 years? When was the first time he put him hands on you? About 7 days after me did start dating, me did say, me remember when me do, but remember him clap me in my face, and then him say me would never do it again. And 3 years later, I'm still here. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, SouFLo?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Not too bad. I love that it's Friday.
Yes. Yes. Beautiful Friday.
Amen.
Talk to us now. What's up?
I am talking about the abuse that I saw the video last
You
night.
saw the video?
It just bring me back to my abuse.
So you've been through the same?
My first marriage, and I was pregnant.
Mm.
My husband pinned me in the house and give me some kick
While you're pregnant?
while I was pregnant, SouFLo. I
But
was
him
living
never
in
want the
Jamaica
baby?
at the time. When said to me when him done kick me, when I get up, I'm see blood start run down between my legs. I'm say to him, say, Jesus and peace, the
Oh
baby's
God.
dead. Him said the baby's dead. Me not care.
Ah. Yo. Hold
Thank
on.
God my child didn't die. He's gonna be
Triggered.
21 now.
The
But
child didn't die.
The father was the one who sponsored me, him, and the child to come here in Canada, and I didn't want to come. My girlfriend said to me, take the opportunity. Opportunity will come only once.
Pussy
And when you
girl.
reach there,
Sorry.
move on with your life.
Wait. That is a complicated story. You hear me just talking about people that take lick from week one and then 3 years later they're still there. This man sponsored you. First of all, he didn't want the baby.
No, him father never know what happened, and the father sponsor him, me, and the baby.
Oh, his father, the guy that was
Yeah,
your
but him
your
father
child
never know
father,
what's going on
father. So
because
that
the
would be the
father never in
grandfather.
him life.
Wow. So
When
him
me
did have
come
a
to Canada,
psycho
them
son that
find out.
him did have a psycho son that you got involved with.
Yes.
Ah, why am I
And I
afraid to
never
go
see
to?
SouFLo until when we're late down in the marriage, I'm a pregnant.
So you never have no sign like if week 1, 2, 3, month 1, 2, 3, never
No.
like.
He just get up and turn a month to come and find out say me have a girl. It's so for me give a joke. It's a long story, but I'm going to give you the most important one. You know the man the one night, but they're home.
Mm-hmm.
Pregnant, and him leave, go up on the road, go look for him woman. When him come in, him rub almost on him as a grease on him t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So him go rub the grease on him t-shirt and come and tell me to the vehicle like a problem.
Remember what I say
So that's
yesterday?
why it takes so long to come home.
Remember what I say yesterday about one time we ready for tell lie. I make up story. Wow.
And the lie never end. One lie after the other after the other. And you know how I know? The girl called my house phone and make me know that him was there. I mean, I said, so why you share the information there with me? Because she and him in an argument.
Madness.
Just
So
go
wait there,
call
wait
me
there.
and tell
So
me,
so
say,
so
just leave my house, and him going to tell you so the vehicle break down. You're going to see grease on him clothes, and it's a lie. How should I know that?
wait. As she tell you that? She call you and tell you
Yes,
that?
yes.
Ah,
And when he come home, I said to him, she said she never cared for me on the phone. And I said to him, say, your girlfriend, you just go check a while ago on the phone, and she tell me, say, where the lie where you come tell me.
because there's no way she would have known all that. Same I go rub grease pan
No
himself
way
and
she
come
could
tell you
have
about
known
a
all
car
that. I
broke
will
down.
never forget that morning when he wake up upset and turn a monster for me. It was a holiday in Jamaica. I think it was Independence Day.
And that was the first time him put him hands on you like that, or foot on you like that.
No, we used to fight. One day when I couldn't take it no more, I take a glass candle and give him one lick in his head because he used the knife angle and lick me and made her knock me out.
Ross.
And you know, so Flo,
Yeah.
I take the opportunity and I come to Canada.
So you did go.
You see when
You did when the grandfather filed for you and the child. You went.
so Flo, I came to Canada and I made the smartest decision. It's when I'm gonna work. My same girlfriend, fear auntie knows somebody that live in Toronto. You know the person though? Drive come for me with our friend and pick up me and my son.
And you went.
I never look back.
And that turn off it up. That is exactly what I keep saying. Run left, clothes, shoes, everything.
Never look back.
All those
And
things you
so
can
even
replace. You can't replace your
struggle to
life.
feed my child.
Oh God.
I'm gonna say any means necessary, my child have to eat. That's why I don't put down people in life and what they have to do to make them living.
Yeah.
Make your living. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
Because people have to eat.
True. 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 I don't knock people for how them do them thing and make them living. Cause and I say that all the time too. If a man come tell me say, yo, so flow me I try to be right and me stop do the things where you say, but here what, me bills them back up and them cut off the me don't have nothing for give.
Okay.
You understand?
If when you
So
go rob and deceive and be bad mind, me not support that.
right,
But
me not
if
tell
when
you
you
clean
go
it up
honestly do what you have to do for make your living, I will not put you down.
at all.
Make your living.
At all. And I'm glad you took that opportunity and ran and didn't look back. And your child is
So
alive and
Flo,
well today, right?
him almost 21 in May.
Good. You mean you have any relationship with him father?
Them relationship is not good.
Mm. So the father
Because
never
him even
changed.
look at my husband right now and tell him to adopt him. I'm say which man I gonna tell him next man to adopt him first child. Him go as far as swabbing the child to see if I feel one. Because my son come with my type of blood. I am negative
Mm-hmm.
and you know say the universal blood that. And
Yeah.
the two kids have come with my blood. So him feel like the child wasn't his and him swab him. When him get the result, him couldn't talk.
So the result confirmed that he is the
I said,
father.
him say, look here, me not give your kids.
Wow. Yo.
Yeah, me not talk to him. Me not deal with him. Because him sabotage me the other day with my cleaning business what I have. My contracts and what I have, some of them,
So I'm
him
still
cause them to
across then.
cancel out.
It's still across
Yeah,
then.
just across this.
Yo, Carrion Jones said, Dirty man. Me don't know. Some man just stay a certain way here, man. Was he raised like messed up or something?
You know, say him come up here and he married to a white girl.
Mm-hmm.
And him beat her, come and beat it and go. She's still not in a relationship. Him go as far as get woman pregnant in the marriage.
So he's just a dirty
Outside
man.
of the marriage, him go get other woman pregnant. And she come at my house and she a cry. And I said to her, I say, you have to know for do what you have to do because I can't help you because there was nobody to help me at the time.
You know, tell her, say, I run, you did have to run.
She know.
So.
It's just messed up what some woman go through. And at the end of the day, it's not like some woman don't want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes them have kids and them don't know where them are go so flow.
Yeah, this is why I said
I
earlier.
do not support abuse.
Yeah, there's many dynamics. Every story is different, you know. Every story is different. Some woman does bad, and some man can't take it and handle it. And in other cases, like your case, sound like you did have a psycho man, and that's how that manipulative, cheater kind of thing, abusive.
The man there Canada, every woman in there will beat them. I don't know if him still do it now, 'cause I'm up in the age.
You probably still do it. Cause them kind of people that don't really change them ways still. It's just a matter.
So
They do
slow.
what
I
they
am
do
married.
what we
Remember
just said.
the first time I called for your program, I tell you I'm a husband.
Mm-hmm.
I watched your program for years and he introduced it to me.
Seeing.
The first time I called you, I don't know if you remember.
So you're married now. You're married, right?
SouFLo, my anniversary just gone on Monday. 13 years.
Happy anniversary, darling. Happy anniversary to your
I would
hubby.
never trade my husband for anybody.
All right, and that's karma. You was a good woman underneath all that, and karma bless you with. God bless you with a
Yep,
good man.
and it's
Yeah.
almost 21 years I know this man.
Hmm. Why?
And he treat me like a princess.
Love that. Love that.
And
And
you
I
know what
love that you
sponsor me?
speak
Sponsor
highly
him
of him.
from Jamaica to come to Canada.
Really?
Yes.
All right. So make them know too. So good Jamaican men
I
are out
took,
there as well.
yes, I
Yeah,
took,
we
when
had
you
this
never said
conversation. Me and
Jamaican
you
man no
talk.
good.
Now I
No.
remember we talked before. Yeah,
Yes.
but go again. Yeah, talk.
Jamaican man, not all of them abusive.
You say you bring your husband from Jamaica.
From Jamaica. We had a long distance relationship for a couple of years. And my girlfriend said to me, so why you don't bring him here? I'm saying, no, so I don't want married again. I
Hmm.
don't want to get myself back in a relationship. I just want to live my
Scary.
life.
That's understood.
See me all right now? I'm sleeping there on the night shift.
Yeah, big him up here. Big man
Yeah,
thing.
well,
Yeah, big man thing. That made me proud. That made me feel good
yep.
because you know them. We have the stigma because so many of us are a certain kind of way. You know, go around and beat her up and thump her and she have to run out the house and all this aggression and stuff towards your woman and stuff. I don't know, man. I see somebody said
It's a
earlier.
trauma. It bring back things.
This
Because when
you
I see
see
the
how we
girl I
didn't
get
do
the
her in the
kick,
video?
when I see the girl I get the kick, me remember when me pin between two furniture at Jamaica and the boy have me a kick me and him have body in thick. I'm
And,
a little bit.
and you couldn't move. You couldn't get out.
So I get some kick. I'll never forget that day rain or fall. It was a public holiday in Jamaica. I think it was Independence. And him have to rush camp go UC. And when them ask me what happened, I'm going to say to the doctor, them say, we're going to arrest him. It's up to you if you want press charges.
After him do you so him carry go get medical attention.
Yep. At that time, I say, not care about the picnic for dead in me.
Real psycho. Yeah.
But so far, I took the opportunity and I run like a fugitive, like what Bob Marley said.
I'm glad you did. And you see how it turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be thankful and I
I'm
know
living
you
the
are.
life.
Yes. And I know as I was gonna say be thankful, but I know you are. I know you are.
Oh gosh, I am
Yeah.
grateful for every day.
God know. God know. Yeah, you know
Every day
what?
above ground is a blessing for me.
Hear this. You can never do bad to good people and then good follow you. That's something we want everybody to remember. And life will make that person that was good and had your best intentions at heart be around to see. You will be around to see them flourish. And you're not gonna flourish. Remember me tell you that. That's karma. And
To
that's
talk
how it
that every
works.
day where you say.
Yes. That's how it works.
It's just cruel for a man to a woman so though. I mean, I said some woman, no,
Terrible.
disgusting.
Mm,
But it doesn't give a man the right. You're a man
never.
to beat
Never.
a woman the way you do.
Absolutely.
Walk
Absolutely.
away, a million more women out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm glad.
Everybody when me talk to go through abuse, I try to counsel them and make them know. I'm say, if you have the opportunity for run and do not look back.
Because you've been there and you know firsthand.
Yeah, I'm going to housing, I go on welfare, me do the whole work to survive.
Yeah,
And right now I'm living the life.
that's what's up. Every time I say I'm
Thank
living the life,
God.
me just feel good as a man. Because good people deserve good things. You know? Good
I'm
people
not married.
deserve
I'm
good
not
things.
reach. I'm want to reach. I said, young. I want to reach another millionaire. And I am going to work my ass off for it.
That's an
I have a
extra.
only for medical complaint, but that don't stop me.
All right, that is extra. You have safety and peace of mind, right?
Yes.
That is
So I just try
priceless.
to just breathe and exhale positivity every single day. Sometimes negative come over me, but I try to just pray and meditate on positive.
Yes, my friend. Yes, yes. Why some people still are go through it? Then and we can talk and try to save them, but you see how it is. I was disturbed when I saw
Yeah.
the video. I cringed, but
It's hard.
it's a
It's
reality.
hard to see it.
Yeah, it's a reality for a lot of women. It is.
Last night I said to my husband, say, look on the video. Him couldn't even look. I said, it no really matter. Him come from the garrison and he said, walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Him said, always say, if a woman wants to fight him, it's different,
Right.
But he not going to beat a woman.
Right.
So you have a woman who wants to fight man.
Right.
And fling the first lick.
Right. But you have some man where run down woman when the woman are beg and plead. Me don't know how them like in your heart, like you stronger than this woman. Say you can kill her. And she a beg you and a plead. Me your woman cry already on top of them voice till them voice hoarse. And the man stand there still a beat out the woman. I'm like, yo, something wrong.
SouFlo, now bring me back.
Something wrong.
Last night I feel like me to go cry when I saw the video. Because I remember me pin in a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Hold my head, hold my belly. Still I get lick. And stress send down bleeding on me.
One more question before you go. Did you ever tell your son of that particular incident?
Him know, because when in born, in
Mm-hmm.
witness abuse same way. I'm gonna say this is not for my child. I don't care if I'm born in the ghetto. Me, I'm gonna make sure my child not exposed to these things. And right now, my son have an anger problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk to him every day about it. He easily get angry. I'm gonna say to him, say, you know what you're not going to do when you grow up? You're not gonna put your hand on a woman.
All right.
Because me will call the police.
All right. That's what my mother told me and my brother. She said, don't bring nobody daughter come around me if you're not planning to stay with her and treat her good because I'm a woman, I'm somebody's daughter, and she is too. And more than likely, I'm going to take her side. And say, I used to be like, yeah, take woman's side over me, my brother, but I get it fully. I get it
At least
fully.
your family used to tell you that. My family used to shut me and laugh. Them
I know.
enjoy when they get me abused.
So
And when them do them friend him.
So you really had no support.
No support.
Mm.
One girlfriend whom I talk to, and in the end she stabbed me on my back. And we're friends from school days. That's why I don't let people in because I get too much stab and hurt and disrespect. So what I do right now, I just focus on what I have in front of me. My two kids and my husband.
Right, that's all. That's your unit.
And I have one girlfriend and she live almost 2 hours away from me. We talk over the phone. She visit me maybe once every God he knows when.
That's your unit.
And I'm comfortable with the decision I made to cut people off.
You're on the right track. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. You're on the right
in
track.
life, if somebody not bring nothing to your table, you don't need them in your life.
Facts. I will not talk about bring nothing as in material thing either. You have to, people, you can bring peace. You can bring added happiness, joy.
Yeah, some people drain energy, I buck up on one lady would drain my energy,
That part there. That part there.
So for me, I think, and she turned and cussed me. I'm going to use my credit for help this lady for buy couch, put in her house and furnish her house, and she never want to pay me back the money. And when I call her, she argue with me, with me for war with her to get my money. Because I don't want to ruin my credit.
And when you don't have no friends, you don't have to worry about them thing there. I'm a lone wolf, so I'm a lone wolf, so I can totally relate. I'm a lone wolf, so I can totally relate. Yeah, it's me and my unit.
The only thing with me, when I go up on the road, I'm paranoid. Based on everything that happen, my man look all around me.
So you're still traumatized. You're still traumatized by that.
Yeah.
You see them thing they have lasting effects on people too.
That's why I'm feeling for Monique. Because what I never tell you, my own husband raped me and give me sexual transmitted disease.
Well, wait, what?
All right.
Wow. Wow.
I'm a survivor. And I'm here for every woman that's going through abuse to counsel them and tell them, take Bob Marley song, run like a fugitive.
Hmm. Hmm. Thank you for your testimony, my friend. That was a
No
testimony.
problem.
I appreciate you all the time here.
Yeah, man.
All
Stay
right.
blessed. Kiss the kids. Tell the wife hi.
And you too. Big up your family for me. All right.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right. Ja. You see. You know, like funny, I said something just now that I'm gonna repeat again. You can never do bad to somebody that had your best interest at heart and was doing good to you. You can't escape that judgment there. You can I've been there. I've done it. I told y'all before. I wasn't always perfect. I'm gonna come up under the same circumstances. Like me used to get some pardon my language, but me used to get some blood clot like you say. I had a real love for my grandparents though, even as an adult, and in my mind somewhere try to justify why them beat me till my head bust and all these things and but that initiation into violence at an early age is why I asked her how him raised. Seeing? Because it played out in my life myself. Me just glad to me they have some conscious people around me early in my life to where I caught myself and was like, okay, this can't be you. You can't do this. And actually really come out of it. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, fam. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Boy, I don't even know what to say.
Mm.
That lady, God bless her, because she go through some stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
I can only say that she made it out. You know, she's a story, she's a testimony to people still in it and need some motivation.
Yeah.
But when you said a while ago, you can't do, what you say, you can't
You
do,
can never do bad to good people. When I said good people, somebody that had your best interest at heart and was good to you. You can never do bad in life to a person like that and not get what is coming to you, and it's not going to be
right.
good. You can't escape it.
When you said that, you remind me of, because this morning you posted a video about Russian Barney.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the video and I completely agree with what you said.
Mm-hmm.
When, if, and I'm a Christian, but just because you feel like, say,
Mm-hmm.
you would do such an egregious thing to somebody, to a family, or to a woman, like that man was this morning, kicking the woman. Oh, may I go in a church and God forgive me
God, I
and
go forgive
may I
me,
go.
and I'm gonna change my
Mm-mm,
life and give
no,
my life to the Lord.
those same people, it always hurt me because if you're a Christian and you believe in God, you know
Mm-hmm.
that just because you went into church does not mean what is coming to you not going to come. Why do you think all of people, because look in the Bible, Moses, the great Moses who lead the people out of the promised land.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the promised land? No.
Hmm.
Why? Because he disobeyed God.
Mm.
Him cover, him seal, but what did he do? He did something wrong. He did something he wasn't supposed to do, and he got his recompense. He didn't say anything. Everybody said the promised land, but he never make it.
He'll never make it.
Just because you are a good person doesn't karma and salvation and true salvation are all two different things.
Mm-hmm.
You can say you're saved and God forgive me of my sins and
Mm-hmm.
I'm good and but God there's somebody look at you like an idiot. Because him know and you know. So your heart still corrupt, your heart black, and all you're doing is for show. You're
Yeah.
just trying to change so people around you don't condemn you. You're trying to get their forgiveness. And
I
I
want
never see them ask the person who you hurt,
there, son.
do you forgive me? And they
Right
try to
there, son.
change.
Right there, son. You just said it. Right there. Exactly. Exactly. Most time when people decide, say, I'm gonna change my life, I'm not a bad person anymore, you rip off the people and pick me, you molest off children. These victims are still traumatized as adults. You don't change your life. Oh, I'm married now. I don't live like this anymore. And I go to church. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Jesus has forgiven me. That's good with you and your God. You did not make amends with your victims. So karma will meet you on their behalf. That's that.
Right. And it's not, it doesn't even say it's good with them and them God, because as far as me concerned, the same Bible said, go into church and tell everybody what you do. You're supposed to go in there and tell them what you do, tell them what happened, and everybody's supposed to come on here and talk to you and tell them, them supposed to tell you how them feel. That's what I'm saying.
So don't hold it a secret. Don't testify it out.
Right. You need to go and confront your white thing, the law in America. Give the victim the right to see their perpetrator. Why you think that is the case? When I said the judge legal system in the West based on the Bible, you know.
Closure.
So you have to see who hurt you and you have to forgive them. If you don't forgive them, that jury and that church not supposed to say anything to the victim. They're supposed to say zero. You are go straight to prison and get the condemnation we deserve.
Right, that's all.
And people who hurt people in such a way, honestly, there's more than a place in hell. The whole of the hell deserve for them. Name not the cookan, the whole of it for them. Because you not only hurt the person, and you not only went back on it again. After her, like Lisa, her husband, her ex, hurt her, almost kill her baby, and carry her to hospital.
And yeah,
and make her get better.
Can you imagine that?
And carry her back
There's
again.
a psycho man that beat her up till her blood run down her leg and she pregnant and then rush her go hospital. Yo, I'm telling you, and I bet you're somewhere out there. If you meet him today and talk to him, he was like, "That's a former me, and I don't live like that anymore." And all this.
That was me, and I used to do this.
Karma.
Oh, but I'm changed now.
Karma.
The only person. First of all, karma, yes, karma will reach.
I firmly believe in karma, my friend. I firmly believe in karma. I've lived it. I've been here long enough to have lived it. Some people don't recognize when karma beat them. That's the problem. So they'll go through this whole period in their life where I call it 7 years. You'll go through a whole period in your life where nothing you touch will work and everything will fall down around you. And you're like, boy, I home salt. So them say somebody obey them. Them say somebody I work science for me. Them say all kind of other something. No, it's karma. Go look back at what you did under quiet from before. Take your karma, learn from it, change yourself. Apologize, make amends to the people that you harmed, and move forward. If you can't do that, you shall suffer. Either way, you're gonna suffer, because karma don't miss. Yeah. It doesn't miss.
Because sometimes it doesn't even respect the time in which you change.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you don't change today and you do everything and you make the rest of the year.
And it's coming anyways.
Everything right. You bless the victim, you help them out, everything good, and you still have rain over your head.
Yes. Exactly.
It take a while.
Absolutely.
Because it needs to sink in your soul for change. When you change, it will stop.
Yes.
But until then, salt for you.
Absolutely. 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 Thank you. I appreciate you all the time. Big up yourself.
Morning.
Bless up. All right. Hello Saki, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Seymour say I should have me baptize him. Yeah, I should have me baptize him. I should have me baptize. I don't hold under water, man. Yeah, Pastor SouFlo, where am I dropping? Why am I kick so? Yeah, I should have me baptize him, yes. But yeah, I want a face of the individual. Actually, that's the reason why I did this video in the first place. I wanted to put the face of the individual out that was beating this lady, so we can see his face, and then law enforcement in Jamaica could get some help. When I went to major entities that carry news in Jamaica, them show one picture of the man head top, but Andre has a picture of a face and said this man need to go to prison. So go over there and look and see the face. And if you don't know him, and know which part him rest him head or which part him there hide out, report him. Okay? We don't have the picture of him as I would like to have. But yeah, to all you people who are going through it, man and woman, because man get abused too, something that's very little ever talked about, because y'all get what? Big old tough man like man tapping nice man. Yo, some woman out there fight like man, you know. I think you wanna think a joke. Some of them they a laugh. Some woman out there fight like man. Man get abused too. Verbal abuse, physical, not just one kind of abuse about. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. Abuse is abuse. All right. Stash your seat. Stash that someone sent to me. Ego TV. Ego TV is in the building. Big up yourself. I have gone through physical abuse, but after 16 stitches in the head and I was unconscious, his sister tell me to leave him. The lady who called, I can relate. Miss Margaret from Eat Good TV. I hope y'all still been checking in with Eat Good TV. Miss Margaret does magic over there with her foods. This is the first person that I actually seen do Jamaican food and some kind of styling and way that I've never seen before. And when we try them, they're actually really, really good. So, but Miss Margaret, Miss Shore is not the husband that you have today that is doing those things. That's in your past as well, right? I have a good husband, as far as I know. Vicky Victory says, I still do at times at Eagle TV. So sorry to hear. But my sister wouldn't have to tell me that because I would be running like Forrest Run. Bridget Whittingham. Run! That's the message. Run. Left. Stop worry about, oh, me, I got left my shoes, them. Some people so caught up in their material stuff. My nice shirt, them. Run. Left the whole light. Because the end result, a lot of the times, is severe damage or death and you can't the time it gonna take you to fix yourself back to normal. You ever been in a relationship where you've been so damaged that all 10 years later you can't fix yourself back again? You're trying to like find your you again. You done get whole heap of new clothes already. You change your wardrobe about 10 times already over, but you can't find yourself back again. Yeah. So run. All right. I definitely fight like a man when I'm provoked and threatened. Don't play with me. Tata Joyce, I definitely fight. No, me see one girl knock out one big man in Miami. It did happen. And brother run up like big man, look like he should play in the NFL. And him run up and take big swing. I don't know if our parents didn't send her go boxing school when she did young or she did do karate or something. But least expected, he was snoring on the ground and him snore for like a good half a minute to a minute. And when him wake up, him a talk about what happened? What happened? So you have woman out there with beat man. You stay there. Uno run to. No have no shame in it. Run. And I think that's something that we need to talk more about men being abused as well. Yeah. Boys being molested and men being abused are two things that our culture, we like to ignore it. And it happens more than you would think. With that said, move on to the next topic now. The one of the morning. Let's talk about this youth, this man that left the UK, went to Jamaica. Darty T said, I respect women who can fight because I cannot fight. I'm going to tell women this. Hear me out. Good. Before I go on to the next topic, which we're going to start now, let me leave you as a woman with this message right here. Don't be out here trying to fight no man. Okay? Don't be out here trying to fight no man. It is the way how nature made it. Your strength is not his. The average man punches way harder than you do. It really only takes one punch. I don't know if y'all were watching the NFL the other day. A dude got hit in his chest and went into a cardiac arrest. He did a tackle and hit in the chest and went into a cardiac arrest. As a man, him running to our next man, right? If a man thump you in your chest, you could go into cardiac arrest. So, and if him thump you on the side of your head, you could end up brain dead on a ventilator machine somewhere, and then you're gonna hear, oh, we're gonna have to pull the plug and all this other stuff. Don't, as a woman, don't be around here trying to fight no man. If you're in a relationship where you feel like you're gonna fight a man, you left. I'll say the same thing to the men. As a man, if you're in a relationship where you feel like you have to beat a girl to make she understand and hear what me I say, leave. There's a woman out there for you that's not you don't have to exert all that energy. I remember I was in a relationship one time, long time ago. I was pretty young, and I called my mom Big up to my mother. I called my mom and I said, Mr. Mummy, me I tell her what I go on. And she was like, listen to me. You were born a boy. You grew into a man. You're a young man now. You don't have to be validated by any woman that you're a man. So you don't have to stay and fight with any woman for your manhood. Left. Well, we young and we not listen. So I carried on with that and it got very toxic, that relationship did. And it was in that relationship that I saw the worst of myself as well. And I learned from that and not go back them direction there again. But I'm just trying to say, if you're a man and you feel like you have to beat a woman if she fall in line with your program and where you have a go on, then leave her alone. Plain and simple. Me see woman take whole heap of beating already and still give the man where beat her bun. So if that you worried about other things, any other thing, just go and leave from now. Take me advice and go and leave from now. Here, because it's not gonna prevent nothing. And you might end up even kill her. And then you, who claims you're heterosexual, is locked in a homo-looking thing for the rest of your life or for many years. Homo-looking thing meaning you sleep next to man at night time, when you wake up together in the morning, on the shower side by side. You want to join you in that shower now, cause hey man, we gotta do 30 years together in here and a long time. You know, see some. If you want to take on that kind of life, then your business. More trouble will come out of it than you can handle. So if you gotta put your hands on a woman, just leave. And women, top try fight man, because I know you might think you can, but it takes one good wind up and a man that land one good one, and that's you, right? Plus, you shouldn't want no man I put hands on you like that anyway. That's just left. Both sides. Anyway, let's get right into this. The British resident who went to Jamaica and is now dead. Y'all seen this picture on the icon. I used him as the only picture. Bridget Whittingham said, I like Tupac said, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. But he did also follow that up by saying, revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting left that there. So, all right, moving on. Michael Brown is his name. Shot and killed in a section of an unfinished house. You left all the way from some of you who are here need to listen. Shot and killed in an unfinished house. Now me I gonna left my good life right there, so in a finished house. If you go Jamaica, go fight with people over dead left and end up shot and killed in an unfinished house. The police are probing whether the murder is linked to a family feud over property. This story goes deep. These are the initial reports first, but they have done an extended part on it. So the Jamaican Constabulary Force is investigating whether an interpersonal family conflict over property may have resulted in the killing of a man who has residence in Jamaica and the United Kingdom. Preliminary reports are shortly after midnight. 48-year-old Michael Brown, a resident of Manchester in Jamaica, and it's not Waterford. I forgot what the name of the place is, but they're saying it's Waterford. Is my British people who live around at them place there. Bridget, behave yourself. Who live around those places, they will know the proper name. It's not Waterford. I think it's Watford, or something like that. But anyhow, he's from that part of the UK. He was at home chilling. Imagine you pack your bag, you buy your things, you fly down, you're chilling at home, and gunman, Watford. Thank you. Penals 123, I appreciate you. Maxine good as gold, I appreciate you. Thank you. It's Watford. But you know, Jamaica, we say Waterford. I think them have Waterford in their mind. Yeah. Anyhow, them kick off door, gunman come for him, shoot him up, just like that. He was carried to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. All right, the story goes like this. This is about an alleged dispute over land and properties. So, what was he doing in Jamaica? Mandeville, Manchester police here are theorizing that an alleged 6-year family dispute over land and houses, because his mama did own quite a few pieces of things, land and houses in this South Central parish is a possible motive for Thursday's shooting death of a United Kingdom resident, Michael Brown. Remember me telling about Jamaica, you know, and me telling us the majority of those killings that you see going on, they are more personal than anything else. It's not no random, oh, I'm packing my bags and going to Jamaica and people just get attacked. Jamaican people no flex like that. Jamaican people are more like happy to help tourists. Them look for you also like if them should do something to you, then me sure them are gonna catch me because the government here pays more attention to that than they do to local citizens being killed and stuff. So most of the times when you see, oh, a British person killed in Jamaica, just do the backstory to it. And we've done quite a few of these stories before. Do the backstory to it, and you'll see that it has something to do with family members and close associates and friends. All right. Brown, otherwise called Jimmy, he was 48 years old. He was killed about 12:20 a.m. while he was in bed, lay down and relax, 4 days after laying his 74-year-old mother to rest. That's what he came to Jamaica to do, to rest, to lay his mom to rest, just have mummy funeral. 4 days later, him lay down in the house, he was in bed, chilling. The head of the Manchester Police Department, Shane McCullough, told the Jamaica Observer that the police had intervened in this long-standing family dispute over property and houses. And it's not a secret. This is what they've been fighting for. And they've been fighting about it so bad that police had to come into this before. Now, up to and recent as last night, January 18th, according to this report, the police had to intervene in a domestic dispute between relatives. All the necessary actions were taken, persons were warned, McCullough said. However, so them a fight about it all the way up till January 18th. Today is the 20th. All to 2 days ago, police affair rushed the scene because the fighting was that intense over property, land, and houses. However, the police intervention wasn't sufficient to prevent Brown's death. The dispute stems as far back as 2015. And it is various properties, not just one piece of property and a little piece of land. It's various properties, not only located there in Mipetown, but also in other areas in Manchester. It's about 5 houses in total. I know that seemed tempting to a lot of you. Cause one side of you I say, but me can't make my mother legacy just dead, so her mommy work hard and she, put her money to good use and she invest and put these things together. And when your mother get ready for pass and she say 5 houses, and you know say 5 houses, and everybody else know 5 houses, you're thinking I gotta do something with these, right? Nothing can go on in your mind. Start think about, well, I live in England, so until me ready to come back to Jamaica, me fix up them 5 houses. If them not fix up already, a 5 Airbnb that I run. You're making crazy money. You never see some Airbnb at Jamaica where people are pay all 1,000 US a night to stay in way up in a bush. I'm just saying, right? So you might look at it like, oh, it's just property and whatever, but there's way more that goes into it, and I'm trying to draw you there, the mindset. Anyhow, the police source told the Jamaica Observer that up to late Thursday, 2 of Brown's relatives were actually taken into police custody up to late Thursday, Friday morning. Superintendent McCullough earlier said that the 2 relatives were also persons of interest. Remember, I know him did in the house and lay down in a bed, 2 gunmen come in and shoot him up. We would have gone to the extent where we would refer the relatives to the Restorative Justice Department as another avenue of intervention into the long-standing dispute over the properties, is what the superintendent said. The police chief rather said that the relatives were counseled, and they were counseled for hours. We brought them in and we spoke to them, and we spoke to them for hours. and we tried to come to some level of understanding. And even after we did that, we still referred the matter to the restorative justice program for them to go through as another layer of intervention. Let me first say shout out to uh, the Jamaica law enforcement officials who actually intervened in this and went the distance with it, because they actually gave them more than one options. Them people that didn't make up their mind already say you are gonna dead, brother. Them make up their mind already say you are going to die, because you did not inherit that and them want it, so you did not go dead from morning. So no matter what police do, this is why sometimes we can't just go around blaming police and blaming government, and because government is not there when you kill off your family member for a piece of land where mommy dead left or where grandpa dead left. It's our mind state, it's our mentality. Go see some people that know scrub out weed in a hand and sit down, hold their kick slippers and don't want to do no work. And them a plan on what to do with this. A 5 house, dog. Yeah, we can run some Airbnb, and make some whole heap of money, Them a plan, over your inheritance, All right. So I want to jump on plane and go to Jamaica. Beer skin teeth. And gone back in some place that you haven't been in like 10, 15, 20 years. I keep warning you. I said, go to Jamaica on a regular basis. If a them place that you like, go make yourself familiar all the time around there, so somebody know you, or stay the hell out. Breeze through and go find a hotel somewhere, stay far from this. So. Okay, so when nobody don't know you around there, and all who you know dead off already, you're a stranger in the community. You're even a stranger to your family members. Them look upon you like big foreigner. Yeah, you come down and come do what? You come take away all of this. Yo, that for dead, You can't go back a foreign. It's real. It's real. So on Thursday, when the observer visited one of Brown's family, first of all, he said Manchester has over the years seen gruesome cases involving domestic disputes, and McGalla is urging residents to find amicable means of resolving conflict. There was a lady from the UK who I think won some lotto, the woman with the dreads, and she built her dream house in Jamaica. I covered that story probably about 2 years ago. If you YouTube, her dream house cost her life, or her dream house in Jamaica cost her life, or something, you'll probably see that video pull up from SouFLoTV. Anyhow, I remember the land that she a fair money, she built her house, but there was a dispute about the piece of land, and our family members, them that were there, them did want the land. But she said our people dead left the land gear, and she don't want to hear nothing what them have to say. So she come down with her monies that they didn't have, and she started instructing construction companies and all this, and build it up fast and build up piece of big house upon the land. Well, them never do nothing but chop her up in it. Inside of it, she was attacked with a machete and she was chopped to death inside of it. I think that this was also in Manchester. I might be wrong. Manchester, pretty, man. If you think about living in Jamaica again, that's one of the places. If you breeze through, you're gonna be like, yo, breeze cool and nice around there. So the place well fruitful and shady. Every tree look like it have food pan it around there, so, and these kind of things. The people them easy going, and but anyhow. So the police said that on Thursday, when the observer visited one of Brown's family properties in Migetown, some grief-stricken family members expressed their disgust at the series of events that have led up to his death. So it's not a secret. Them know, say a 1+1 gave them that 2 right there. They know. The whole of here is family property. So them a point out all land and stuff, and they were telling the police that the whole of here so is family property. I mother him come bury. We not see no sign of forced entry. to the room that he was in bed, them kill him. That's what one of the family members expressed to the law enforcement officials. The relative pointed to 3 houses on the Migetown property alone, claiming that those structures were a part of the contention between other relatives and him. You know how much night we have to call police because of the same dispute. Yeah? Them even threaten each other after the burial, you know. After the man mother get buried, again they went right back to warring over. Them probably did a war all at the funeral too. As the casket was going down, they thinking who else are go down in a ground too. You know how much night we have to call police because of the same dispute. Them even threaten each other after the burial. After the burial. Fight catch up right after the burial. The relatives claim that Brown's mother suffered during the dispute and claimed that the matriarch was attacked by another relative, forcing her to run from our home in the nude, run left our clothes. And you hear me say? The relatives told the police that his mom that he buried, I want to know how the mother died now. The relative told, that's interesting. I want to know how the mom died now. The relative told the police that Brown's mother suffered because they were even this fighting she-feet when she was alive. In the dispute, claimed that the matriarch was attacked by another relative, forcing her to run from her home, naked, nude, no clothes. I know we can't believe this killing ended up happening, but it's the way of the world, said the family member. I wonder if them kill the mother and kill the son. Another family member said that last September, him, Brown, he installed a closed circuit television system to monitor the family's properties because of the same family dispute. So I'm come down from England and putting in them cameras and everything so they can monitor the properties. If you see what go on, I don't know him. Probably go down there and tell somebody say you can't stay in here, come out, and then don't trust nobody. So put up camera so them can see if you're still going in there and we're gonna have problems and all that. You can't live a foreign and flex your muscle at Jamaica, my friend. I think is this let me see. I try to take the call here. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Well, SouFlo.
But there enough from one. Nobody. It's a video call and you. If it says a video call and usually it's not a video call. Usually me get voice call. So the one here stuck and me never know if it. But yeah, what go on, family?
Yeah, listen, man, a long time I watch the program, man, but me can't get through the other man. Me there listen and talk to one brother there. Me say, well, then, they go try and get the number and get a
All right, sir.
So, what me want to say, SouFlo? How I really have gone out of the country, man?
Boy, we're going for a long time now, you know. We are look about 20 years at this madness, you know, 2 decades, you know.
Yeah. Why? So, we can't set the people out there to talk to them on the phone, man. Right now, me all I know, I'm not sorry for myself. Me I wonder about the little kids. What for them life gonna be like growing up in Jamaica?
Things change, my friend. Different times now. Different times now. Different times now. Things have changed completely.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I tell a brother, I sit down and I look on this shit every day, man, and I say, boy, I don't know what happened to Jamaica, man, and it's like the bigger heads, I don't know where them are do, brother.
But here, what I say though. You see the story where I cover right now? I know bigger heads this time, you know. This story where I'm covering right now, I know bigger heads this, you know. I know police this time, you know. This is us. This is us. This is us killing us over greed and over
Yeah, because me I tell
everything
you
else.
sometime, brother, me sit down here, I would remember the history of Jamaican people. Me I say, boy, them people that are look into themselves, say, a chain you can carry for one different continent and carry come here. And instead of for unite, we are kill off one.
Hmm.
Eh?
More than ever before now.
Well, I
You
don't
know?
know, man.
Yeah,
But
but
you almost smoke for.
yeah, brother.
I'm going to go on the work, you know, so me, when I tell you, when me get me there, me have to link you back, man, then me can get your reason.
All right, sir. All right. What good?
All right, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Listen, as I was saying before, right? A lot of us dream is to own a piece of the rock, a piece of Jamaica. Most of the people that I know in the US that are living overseas, I shouldn't even say the US, because I know people in England, I know people in Canada, I know people in other parts of Europe and other parts of the world. And their dream, their ultimate dream is, so so flow when I my time to go sit down, and chill out, after me done live the life and put things together, gather my resources and do what I have to do, raise children and all these things. Jamaica is the lick. That's the end goal. And mommy passed, where daddy passed, where grandparents passed, where land left behind, all that. I would give you all a big advice like this. Left who dead with what dead. Left who is there with what is there. My grandfather passed away recently, right? And I'm looking into, and I've always said, we didn't want to build a house down there, so. I mean, didn't want, because there's so much history there and so much they have built and put in place there. But now, me left the stove on, water the pan the stove, nothing on the pan the stove. And then no burn down your house then. It just did not keep you warm. All right. Yeah, so here what? Left who is there with what is there. Cause them we kill you off down the feet. Plain and simple. So my goal now is to find something for myself, by myself, that's not attached. And the sad part is most of our people they don't do wells, you know. Then buy up a whole heap of stuff over time, over the years. Like a piece of land, you so attach that the piece there, so build up the little house there over there, so put this together there, so some of them live long. This story is interesting. The story not done enough because me want to know how the mom died. Was she sick? How old was she? Because them say them fight her off and she was attacked and she actually had to run naked. So me want to know how she died. You know? Hold on there. Not take no call right now. I want to know how the mom passed away. Very interesting story, and I'm sure it's not finished. I'll stay close to it. But my advice to you is left who did it, who with where them have there. Because you have some family member that you might not be too close to them, but the same piece of something where you are watch, them watching it too. And them feel entitled too. After I'm not live down here. Every once in a while in come round and a foreign in live. Then greedy, they not even own something them a foreign. So when you want this for? I will forget this, and them start plot against you. Two people go in there, go shoot him up. That tells me there was coercion. Somebody sit down, talk with the next somebody, hash out a plan to get rid of him days after day after he buried his mom. And see it there? After him, 4 days after his mother get buried, him get killed in there too. Yes, Eat Good TV, they will kill you. They will kill you. And you know what's the crazy part is some of these family members, they'll be the same ones laughing with you. They'll be the same ones come pick you up from airport and all these things. It don't have to be them arguing with you over it all the time. But I know you them left it gay. It left you for everybody. And then you have an idea. Say, sir, him look kind of hostile, say the piece of land. Him look hostile like somebody want to do something with it. So You might not get no warning. You might just la-di-da in the place. Oh, I haven't been to Jamaica in so long. It's so beautiful here. Gunshot. How you can do? How you can do? Contact over what? I feel with this. Family properties are problematic. Get your own. BM. I myself have come to that conclusion. If I'm passing by, it's gonna be for memories. Yeah, I grew up down there, so I remember I used to cut through that, and it's sad. It's sad because we not building no legacy like this, man. And another thing I'm encouraging others to do is what I do or what I will do is make sure so you have a will and make sure so everything is allotted properly in writing. Nobody left you stuff them and talk about, well, God give me long life, bless the Lord, and I'm going home to heaven. Goodbye, everybody. Uno not sell it here, uno take you and share it up. That you think will go on? You think them are gonna take you and share it up? I kill them or kill off. I kill them or kill off one another feet, mommy, when you're gone. Unless the pen and paper says Simone get this piece, Reggie get that piece there. If that not in place, Steve not get nothing because him did a dirty dog. He's written out of the will. Steve I come run and go fight everybody because Steve feel like say it did left for him too. You have to be specific and write out your will properly. Otherwise, all this stuff you amass and accumulate throughout your lifetime and have this fantasy of 50 and 100 years from now, my great grandchildren, great 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 grandchildren will be talking about me and playing around my grave and cultivating the land that I cultivated with my own hands. That's how white people stay rich. That's how white people run into old money. And some families you can't even talk to because their money's so old. We've been on this land for 200 years. They have the whole of them paperwork feet. It was handed down to my great grandfather, then to my grandfather, then to my father, and it's mine now. Why we don't do those things? We don't. Majority of our people don't do that. We just sit down there and say, we'll leave it all in God's hands. And no, don't sell none of it here, because I don't want to sell. When if you share it, and if you live good. Everybody fi come enjoy. No mind sharp a beer stranger go enjoy that. Cause when everybody done kill out everybody for that. Land don't rotten. Real estate. Jamaica have a concept of family house and there is no provision for this a law without a trust. Hold on there. May I try wrap it up? Hold on. Buy land not bends. Yes, SouFLo having a will is a must, says Purple Royal. Audrey Wright says, I don't know when we turn so ready over other people things. You know, say a long time, they might chop up each other over land in Jamaica still. However, it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. And you have to understand, say, Jamaica is a young country. Let me show you what's going on. Let me bring you into this whole picture. So Jamaica is a young country, right? And Jamaica is exploding, expanding, developing at rapid pace. Make no mistake about it. I'm telling people, if you haven't been there in the last 5 years, then you're probably going back to somewhere even newer than the last 5 years you were there. Not probably you are. If you haven't been there in 10, 15 years, just go to Jamaica with a fresh mind because you're going to a completely new country, right? Jamaica is expanding at a rapid pace. So all the things that you see happening across the world, like all these money-making opportunities and stuff, they're happening in Jamaica as well. So before, when people used to say, I don't want a piece of land because it's way up in a back bush over there, so and whole heap of maca tree and whole heap of sitting over there. Nobody now gonna live over there, so that was one time gone. They are chopping down everywhere, capturing land, building up nice places, and foreigners with good money are paying to stay in these places and also paying to own these pieces of lands, right? So now we're in that time. It's golden now, BM. Absolutely. That's what it is now. That's what it is now. The Airbnbs that make the most money are probably the ones that are at remote locations. I see a Rasta man. Him people them pass down land to him, house and land to him. Mother and father gone, right? Him is a big man now too. And they did a tour of his place the other day. And me not lie. Me not jealous over people things and ready over people things. I would more look at it like, God, give me peace of that. I mean, it's like a colonial looking house, and it is situated like 50 feet back from pure pristine beachfront, my friend. And then it have one big old yard with the fruit trees them, and the yard is well manicured, cause you know Ras take him time and clean up and manicure the place and everything, and these oak wooden floors and this, and it's like a two-story thing. Yo, me say all them place there come on all 1,500, 2,000 US dollars a night. It's exclusive of people with real money coming. You don't pay no 1,500 US a night to stay nowhere. So yeah, when you see your family members like them want to chop off your head for piece of where grandpa left or grandma left, just know say that a go on, Pani Island. I am in Jamaica and what you're saying is real talk. Yes, Veronica Gale, please tell them real estate is exploding in Jamaica. Commerce is exploding in Jamaica. Jamaica is a hub right now for, me know them just thief you saying money, so you feel kind of uncomfortable saying invest, invest, invest. But it's happening. It's happening. And people are dashing away people to secure a piece of what is going on. Real talk. So me don't know. Me feel a way for him, but me can't bring him back. But I think it's funny that his mom got attacked and had to run out by family members' account, had to run out to go look help naked. And he comes and he buries her, and 4 days after, he is murdered in a one of the house them. That was planned. That was planned. And that was planned by family. So I'm gonna be careful out there. All right. SouFlo, good advice. NS says those who get the opportunity to make life abroad should go visit the family property, get their own if they want to go back to yard to live. Make sure you have your paperwork to your piece of land. Nobody walk around and talk about, oh, grandma did give me this. Grandpa did leave this for me, so me I go build up on it and all these. Don't do that. If you don't have your proper paperwork for it, I guarantee you somewhere down the line you're going to run into trouble. And that's something that we commonly do. You know, in the paperwork field land. No, sir. Then the survey a long time ago, but you know, in a family name. From my grandfather did there, but he dead now. But I mean, Lingito. All right, wait till one of your married cousin them feel like say I feed them that too. And your house where you build pan it a fee too. I'm from Manchester and St. Elizabeth. It's so beautiful, especially in Mandeville and Santa Cruz. No bush, everywhere building up. And hey, eat good TV. And I build up some nice houses too, you know, man. Houses that would make people in the US feel jealous, you know. Cause me there I look on them and me I say, God no. Banchez says, SouFlo, you know, sometimes the parents leave the land to family abroad and not to the ones that was there with them. Yes, but them the word of mouth. Them the word of mouth. They're not doing proper paperwork, wills. If a will is done properly, and if I have my piece of paperwork to my piece of land, I'm not arguing with no cousin there. I'm not arguing with no family members there. I'm not fly go down to Jamaica go cuss nobody. I don't even want to stay there yet. I will stay at a distance and plot how I'm gonna deal with that. You understand? But to go book ticket and pack bag and fly down and you're there argue. You know, you're the police them say from 2015 this dispute kick off according to their police reports. Because it was so bad, police have to constantly be intervening. And up till 2 days before funeral and right after the burial, police had to intervene again because that's how bad it is. They are warring, like serious warring. People are running with no clothes on, run out of them house. They were warring. That's a warning. That's a big warning. Me not fly go to Jamaica go argue with nobody over nothing. If I'm there to soak up the ambience of Jamaica, enjoy the scenery, eat some good organic food, watch some smiling faces, listen to some good music, and so me can say, yeah, Jamaica nice, and then take for myself again until I'm ready to forward permanently. Now, when you're ready to forward permanently, you must have your things set in place properly already. Nobody come pack up your things them and think about at the house where there's some me I come live in. No, somebody been living in it all along, my friend. And then we chop you up in it and attend your funeral and clean up the blood and go live right back in it. It's that serious. It's that serious. And taking care of them all the while. Seeing it with my family, they held a grudge, but they never know violence. And that's the thing, because you don't know when the violence is going to come. I am sure that if he knew that you see, when you argue with people from all 2015, you say to yourself, say, you're underestimating your family members, my friend. You're saying to yourself, Chuck, cousin Richie and them, they don't do me nothing. I'll be a big talk and one bag of cuss word. Every rotted time I come down here, I'll be a cussing over this land thing here. When me left and go back a foreign, I can't come take it. But when me flying at the place, I want it for myself. Yeah, you talk your big talk, foreign talk. You underestimate cousin Richie and them. You never know. So them would actually run in upon you with 2 guns and shoot you up in bed. And eventually you get to that. Don't be in no dispute with nobody. Get your paperwork in order. Go by law. And don't be in no dispute with nobody. Because you don't know who is going to bring violence to you. Matter of fact, also remember, Jamaica is the land of contract killing now. And it don't take much. So you see, when your family member them want you gone, them not have to do it themselves. Them love you too much to kill you. Them will give you like a hot foot boy down there, so. And him will come do it. And then we cry. Jesus Christ, because of flying from fire, I couldn't kill him off. And at them, pay for you get killed off. You know, so every time you come down here, have this land dispute thing. You know, say, we're going to end this now. You're not fly, go back a foreign. Yeah, you're dead, yes, so. Imagine your family members saying that. So, upon big people things, make sure your paperwork is in order, man. And don't go argue with nobody over nothing. Life is funny because listen. Every day everybody is getting older. Time is flying by. You may not see it now, but soon you too, your grandparents are gone. Next thing you know, your parents are gone. Next thing you know, property is left there. Things they had is left there. And worse if them never left behind no will or no nothing. You feel like you're entitled to it because maybe you didn't take care of them throughout their days, and especially towards the end of their life or all this other stuff. But you have some family member there, them have them eye on the same thing you have your eye on. Bunches said that's what for KFC. For KFC money. Take your life for KFC money. One part of them brought and the money they're done. And they don't care. They're looking like who you want me kill next. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr. I have to stay in touch with you. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr says, buy your own land, come stay with us, and do a real estate tour. Me and Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr spoke offline already. I don't want to put your business out there. I want you to put your business out there, and I'm available for whenever you're ready. This is what I love about this platform too. There's some people in here. You guys are among each other, right? There is resources. There's lots of resources here in this chat. Me and a couple I want to talk offline, right? So I know people here have assets and they have knowledge and they have connections inside this chat room. Multiple of you do, but I'm not at well privy to put your information out there like that until you tell me go ahead, right? So when you tell me, say go ahead, SouFlo, me have the property here, right? Me want me do an Airbnb thing with it, blah blah blah. Me want you to do this for me and do that for me. Then I'm on board and I can put your stuff out there and I can let people know, say, okay, this is who this is, or whatever, right? Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Quicksilver, what's up, man?
Wagwan family.
Yeah, what's up? If on YouTube, we need the people to come over check it out.
A song.
A song named Family. Fierce Family, Fierce Love.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. On what channel?
No, it's on, whenever I say Quicksilver, it's Fierce Family song.
Okay.
These family members can be and fearful of your job.
Okay.
Where the man say, the man come up with very more than them plan on them.
You know that was planned.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was planned, and then make up their mind them are gonna do it, and they did it to him.
Fully orchestrated.
Yeah, sad. You know the sad part is, I not like say him go down there and them did a fight and argue and him hit or harm one of them, and then that happened to him. Them plan him death before him reach, you know.
That's a smooth criminal thing.
Yeah.
Smooth criminal.
Them plan him death before him reach. And give to him. That's why I want the people them here. So don't underestimate your family members, because there's a lot going on around land in Jamaica and property.
And to my fellow
Jamaicans
who live up here and UK, Canada, and them places. Never say, and they will ever say, you can't live at two places one time.
You can't live at two places one time.
Can't live at two places one time. A lot of people try, and then end up get rid of where. Walk away from certain things. If you're there for a big life already, just go on, feel like you're doing a big life. Nobody go down and go fight over on land, fight over on car.
Nothing.
And all that stuff there.
Nothing. That's what I said earlier.
Have them taxi down the road and they put down there. And then go down. And them still family members and them come kill them.
Yeah.
And that's like the worst enemy you ever have. Because you're not seeing it coming.
And that's what I tell them. And them laugh with you. And them brag with you. And then we pick you up from airport. And then we carry you around. Yeah. Real talk, my brother. Real talk. Real talk. Bless up.
Bless up.
Yeah, real talk. He said you can't live in two places at once. And this is exactly what I was trying to say earlier. If get your paperwork in order. Once you have your legal documents in order, you don't have to argue with nobody. These people that are fighting each other and killing off each other, they don't have legal documents in order. This thing is going by word of mouth. Live on the air with SouFlo.
Good morning.
Morning. Talk now. You following the program? You following the program?
Yes.
All right. Talk to him, man. Ready.
I think that this I want to say two killings because we know it's two, and we know that one comes to the other for a reason. These two things that happen, murders that happen. How much money I bet me say is a cousin or a second cousin do it?
Boy, we know say a family member do it. We don't know if a cousin or a cousin, we know as family members do it.
I mean, I don't mean plan it, you know. I mean
execute it.
Maybe because I'm thinking that maybe somebody who execute it. Because at the end of the day, this is a kind of like a microcosm of why Jamaica can prosper. Yes, the government can do things. Yes, the government can step in. But at the end of the day, we in our mindset have to be right. That's why Marcus Garvey was telling us we have to uplift ourselves. And in our mind, in our very thoughts and actions, we treat each other and ourselves.
We have to change our mindset and start valuing life again.
Above all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine, look at people like, no one calls certain name. We have families in Europe that for hundreds of, almost thousands of years, then can say, oh yeah, my father a certain last name.
Right.
Have this amount of money, and he was from Austria, and he was from Switzerland, and then come all the way down to me, and now I have my bank, and now we have this and that.
They're building legacy. They're building legacy, and we can't do it.
And if anything go on in the world, you have something to wrap back on.
Mm-hmm.
And for us Jamaica, we can't because because something with it is a slave mentality. You know? It's a
Yeah.
little house Negro, slave Negro mentality.
Mm.
Me inside, I see you. Oh, you know, the feel in my work and look at him when you get done. Oh, me inside with master and one outside. I look what you have, or you dress up nice, or your beard.
Hmm.
You sleep in our master quarters. You get food, little scripting, so master don't eat, and plan and plot for you and set for you. It's the same mentality. No one people come from England and America and Canada and buy them house and build them property. There's a lady, there's a my grandmother's friend was building a house
Mm-hmm.
nearby our neighborhood. And I went to high school in Jamaica and I came up here. When I was in high school in Jamaica, from when she told me Sarah house I built. Why the house them take so long to finish? Even I have an aunt, her house up to now, the house don't finish.
Mm.
I had my great grandmother,
But
no,
that's
my
hold on, not
next
to
aunt was building a house for
wait.
my great
Sorry,
grandmother.
not to cut you off, but two things more here, because we're short on time. But one more, you wrap it up for me quickly. But also, that's traditionally our thing, though. Like, if we get a piece of land and say I try to put a house, or I start to build a house on it, that house might not be finished in my lifetime, you know. Cause it depends on how my money run. Money might be slow, but over time, I take my time and put it together. I was able to do two bedrooms and one part height, and then later another part get done, and then me pass away, and then me youth them supposed to come now and say, daddy did start this, so I gotta finish it and add on two more room over here. So let's put a swimming pool in the back as well. And then before you know it, see what we don't understand is this. Real wealth is not built like in one generation. Real wealth comes over time. That's why you have these other people that can look power like them footstool, because their people understood that from a long time ago and they've kept that intact over generations. See, so their wealth has been compiled over generations. So what they have is what we call old money now. But
Mm-hmm.
we don't understand that. We as a people do
Yes.
not understand that.
Yeah, and sorry for kind of going off track, but what I would say, the last thing I'll say is that
Yeah,
we
mommy.
know, seeing all this stuff, we have to really and truly be focused on building up people. Stop holding good against each other and prepare for building wealth for the next generation because we can't live like this anymore. This is what is causing
Absolutely,
us
man.
to be in this place where we are. And if we really stop, think about your future, think about, oh, we have 5 hours now. We could rent out one. We could do this. We could go do that Airbnb. Think about the future. And then everybody can eat that food. Everybody can
Mm-hmm.
eat that money because you can eat that food same way.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be smart about it. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
kill each other over it.
Like in this particular case right here, if him there overseas, right, same there England, he could have 5 or 4 Airbnbs running, and his cousins them in Jamaica, they could be gainfully employed. Your job is to wake up imagine you turn one of them in an all-inclusive Airbnb where you have
Mm.
chefs that come in and cook on a daily basis for your guests. Then you have your next cousin, you put a car there with the Airbnb. So when you book this Airbnb, somebody picks you up from the airport, takes you directly to the Airbnb. Then you have somebody that cleans it, takes care of it on a daily basis, Say hi,
Mm-hmm.
mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you see my youth them coming on and know so we're reaching the end, right?
Yeah, man.
All right. But yeah, man, thank you for
All
your
right.
constructive talk. All right.
Yeah, man. Have a
All
good
right.
morning.
You too. Yeah, but so let's run it down to this. That's a serious conversation. We're missing the point. Real wealth is not built in one generation. It's not. Somebody said, yes, you can. Julie Tapper, yes, you can live in two places at once because my family is doing it right now, and it's family land. Oh no, well, yeah, but you're like, I don't know, you're living in one place and visiting another kind of thing. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, Sofa. How you doing?
I'm here, family. How you doing?
Good. I have the perfect
Not
solution to
Nika.
this land killing situation.
Mm-hmm.
If the and I'm sure the government will pick this up because they love to scrape up whatever they can
Mm-hmm.
catch. have it instituted. Every homeowner, whoever have a piece of land or piece of one, everybody's land should be registered, and then you have to have in the paperwork of an heir, a beneficiary, right? That is in the paperwork. Who is your beneficiary? Who is your heir, right? In the paperwork. That way, if anybody come and they get killed, that piece of land that was supposed to go to the heir that has been murdered now becomes is property of the government. Something to that effect. They can fix it up, right? So if you just how he come and his mother left him 5 house, and his family member come kill him off of the 5 house, nobody getting the 5 house. It is a murder case. It is suspected through investigation. It is a familial murder case. The land automatically becomes property of the state. The family can come and contest it, and it will be decided before a judge. Go pay for your lawyer, and it'll be decided before a judge. But it automatically goes to the state. I think that would clean up a lot of the problem.
Right. So there's no dispute after.
No, there's no dispute. If he is listed as the beneficiary of the land, and he is murdered or suspiciously killed, right? He dies under suspicious circumstances. An investigation is breached by the police department, and then the Jamaica Land Agency gets involved, and they capture the land. Now, if the family wants to come later and dispute the capture of the land, they can get their lawyer, and they can go to court with the Jamaica Land Agency, and then a judge will decide if the land should be relinquished to the remaining descendants or if it will remain property of the state. That's it. Problem finished.
That makes proper sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes proper sense. Never thought of that. Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you. No problem.
That would end the dispute. There would be nothing to dispute. On that note, tenant in common handles that already. Okay, but enough people are not aware of that NS. So if that's something that can educate those who are listening, then go ahead and share that as well. All right. At this point, though, I'm gonna end the live right here. I'm gonna see this right here, and we're gonna go do some things with them. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. Big up on yourself. God spare my life. We'll meet again sometime soon, right here. All right. One love. Say bye bye, mommy.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye, papa. Bye bye.
Subscribe channel.
Subscribe to the